for you.
Yes, I know that you all sacrificed much and you're very brave, and the Spyder was not good for commerce. Robber barons are not good for commerce, is what he says.
I'm sure your god will be proud.
He nods.
Please, I will heal you in the morrow, Manny, as much as I can.
Oh, he'll help you tomorrow, man. He's got stuff to do.
I've cast all my prayers for the day, is what he says.
Where's the mocking fae when you need him?
Where's the money bearing you?
Yeah.
There.
He's back.
He looks like you.
Yeah.
He's grinning. He thinks it's funny.
All right, Nanny, now go to bed in excruciating pain while Malvin prayers up.
It'll be a pain. That's what Manny says.
I push a flask into his chest.
Yep. Yeah, you guys are probably half bottle into whiskey each kind of thing while you're moving everything, right? Like, oh, this is the good stuff. All right, so it looks like you guys are going to spend another hour moving food, basically in these quickened bursts back into the hut. Who's staying in the hut while everyone is doing the shuffling back and forth?
Pharisai's not very good at hauling things, so she's going to stay in the hut.
Okay, Pixel will stay with Pharisee.
The professor can use. Well, I guess he only has the one unseen servant, but the unseen servant can be chucking stuff through the hole when it opens.
Okay, so the professor.
I think Makronam and the door will leave in the hut as well.
Okay.
Yeah, I think I'm staying in the bottle and blade and just throwing stuff through the portal when it opens because I can't.
Malbit's a workhorse. Manny can still kind of grasp things. Tech, I guess, is no longer tired after raging, and then Zephyros probably.
I mean, Zephyros his strength carrying capacity is legendary, at least among us.
Yes. As a large creature with a good strength,
Makronam could just go in, eat stuff, come back out, vomit it all.
Yeah, Makronam is summoning, the things that the people who remain back in the hut can do are summon back all the things that Makronam had filled himself with while in the bottle and the blade. Okay, so the rest of this day is spent basically unprovisioning the bottle and blade. You now have added about 3 more cases of whiskey, 16 bottles apiece. You've got the ale, you've got all the food, you've got all the treasure that I've listed. You have Spyder's body. And all of it right now is chalked into the front of the hut. Right. The group finally sweaty, tired after a very long battle, and then some hard-earned work, retreat back into the hut itself. You've got one more, I guess, unless you want to leave everything in the hut.
No, we want to haul it back to the villa.
Yeah. You want to haul it back to Villa Malavella?
Yeah, I think we probably want to.
Manny could sleep in the bed. The bed is very nice.
I don't really want to stay here myself, but of course, Manny, you're welcome to.
No, back in the hut's fine.
Oh, sorry, back in the villa's fine.
So 4 cases of Sloughborough whiskey, 16 bottles apiece, well-provisioned bar and kitchen for the mansion, 8 barrels of ale, 1,000 days of food. Did I miss anything on that?
No, I think we're good.
The villa might also not be entirely safe.
Oh, yes, of course.
As Matt noticed Marty also doing
D49s as you go back to the villa.
Oh, I actually have not noticed that.
Oh, okay.
But I do now. Yeah, I actually didn't see that.
Oh, that's funny. You're like, what's a D49? Oh.
So did we want to haul everything back maybe the following day after at least resting and recovering?
Or haul it back to the most secure room in the villa.
Yeah, I think the villa. I think is safer than the hut.
Yes.
Okay, let's do that. Then.
let's take a quick poke outside, make sure there's nothing there waiting for us, and then be on with it.
At the hut?
At the
No,
villa?
at the villa.
At the villa. Okay,
Yeah.
so you guys do a quick kind of reconnoiter of the villa. Nothing seems to be out of place. Everything looks like the way that you left it. I don't know, several days ago.
Mm-hmm.
Delightful.
I'm going to save this map and switch it to the villa, as it feels like you guys are probably going to want to level and kind of rest for a while. I think.
I think that's probably true.
Sift through your treasures and
Gear up.
gear up and
Get in the fucking hot tub in the sauna. Crack
Then
open some of
after a
that
couple
ale.
days, we'll go back to the city where the adventure is and say, hey, what's happened while we were gone?
Exactly what's all that shit. Oh my god, you guys are terrible. What happened here?
Whoa, that was a mess. I'll be right back. I'm gonna feed the cat.
Okay. We'll probably need to re-up.
The Villa Malvella is on this map. Oops.
Yeah. We'll probably need to re-up our magic ink to truly do the downtime leveling. I'm sure there's at least a bunch of spells I want to copy from one of my spellbooks to the other, and I'm sure there's ones we want to learn from each other. I don't think we found a new spellbook, but there may be scrolls we want to learn from here.
Yeah, I think so. I also think we might have a couple of older scrolls that we might be able to use at some point when we've leveled up a bit.
Yeah, I think there's still scrolls we can learn from. We just never did. So I think there's a bunch of that.
Okay, given that treasure is part of the game and an important part of the game, I'm going to spend some time detailing the things that you found.
Oh my god, it's so exciting. There's so much to identify, Marty.
There is.
Oh shit, we got a bunch of soap. Were you here? You weren't here when the
No.
soap thing went down.
Really?
Oh, we had a big
the
soap-themed
soap guy.
game.
Yeah.
You totally missed out on. We got 3 bars of soap, magical bars of soap. Or 2 of them and a lip balm.
That didn't seem to work. It shows you the OneNote, but it doesn't show you any of the text. That does not work at all.
Well, that is strange.
That's happened to me a couple of times.
Monitor capture, window capture.
Oh, you mean you're trying to project it?
Yeah, I'm trying to show people what it is that we got going here.
Could we do it in just like a notepad and then repaste it into OneNote when we're done? OneNote wants to display weird.
Yeah, we could do that.
I can. You can see it on your side. Yay, gear! Oh my goodness, I'm so excited for this gear. Also, that Ring of Mind shielding looks pretty nice.
Yeah, some of the stuff you already had from previous adventures, I'm just gonna kind of copy this stuff to a notepad and then try to share the notepad, add source, screen capture, window, untitled notepad. Wow. View.
Oh, and the hand has a bunch of ring slots.
Now that's true.
How do I make this bigger? Font.
I think you use something other than Notepad.
There we go.
It was notepad or nothing, Neil.
Oh wow, you can actually do it on Notepad. Can you believe it?
Increase the font size.
Increase the font size. So,
Yeah. Low-tech solution.
oh, I actually had a lot of this
Ooh.
prepared.
Look at you doing your homework.
Titan's Gift, Adventure, Spyder's Gang. Just copy pasta all this stuff.
Welcome to the Titan's Gift.
Alright, what did Spyder have? Spyder had a potion of cure invisibility, or cure serious wounds, 3 potions of invisibility, 2 alchemist fires, a vial of acid, 2 tanglefoot bags. Spyder's armor is +2 shadow-studded leather.
Nice.
Spyder's body tattoo provides a +2 profane bonus versus poison and vermin swarm powers. Three times per day, you can conjure a spider swarm. It must remain adjacent to the character. It can be commanded to move or disperse as a move action. If it disperses, if it moves away, or if it's brought to 0 hit points.
It was brought to 0 hit points.
The owner of the tattoo is immune to the damage of the powers of his own spider swarm. There's a listing of what a spider swarm can do. If you guys can figure out a way to move the tattoo off of him, you could actually use it yourself.
We could cut it off, right? Or
the
cat.
I probably want to transfer it kind of like the cat.
Could the cat, as a tattoo, get a tattoo on it?
I was thinking that.
There may be spells or things to help out with that. Spyder's Fang is a +1 keen dagger that also acts like a dagger of venom.
Oh, that's nice.
He has Boots of Elvenkind, +5 competence bonus to acrobatics check. Spyder's Box of Treasures includes the Gossamer Cloak, which acts as a lesser cloak of displacement for fey creatures, probably stolen from a fey. Stolen jewelry and baubles, 632 gold. A jasper-studded amulet, 500 gold. A gold necklace fitted with tiny emeralds, 600 gold. A nautilus shell mother-of-pearl hunting horn, 300 gold. 6 sacks of gold coins, 100 gold pieces each. The dragonfly ring. This is all in his loot box, like that false false barrel. It looked like stuff that he kind of took off the fairies that he was hunting. The Dragonfly Ring is a ring of featherfall with +2 competence bonus to fly checks. Troggax, the Rogue Phant. The necrotic scythe is called the Forsaken Crescent.
There we go, Neil.
Nice.
It is 2d6 +1. It's a +1 necrotic scythe, so it does 2d6 damage +1 for the magic, plus 1d6 negative energy on a strike, and it's a 20 times 4 crit weapon. It also grants a +5 competence bonus to intimidate checks.
What does that mean if it's a 20 times 4 crit weapon?
If you roll a 20 and confirm the critical, you are doing 8d6 plus 4 times your bonus damage.
Holy Toledo.
You'd only do the negative energy once or 4 times?
Negative energy once, but your strength and your magic bonuses and everything like that would get quadrupled. Now the chart goes from -1 to the crit multiplier to +1 to the crit multiplier. So it technically could do 10d6 plus 5 times his modifier if you roll really well on the critical hit.
Wow.
This thing is made to destroy. That is all this thing is. This is a thing that you may be making yourself the target by being so scary with it.
If only I wasn't the target already.
You're pretty big, so...
He also had a magical dagger that's called Abyssal Steel. Now, Abyssal Steel has the property of increasing the crit multiplier on the dagger. It's this reddish kind of flaky steel that's really, really jagged.
Yeah.
And instead of a dagger that has, normally they have crit multipliers ×2, this one is ×3 crit. He was all about the super big crit weapons. The property of Abyssal Steel is you can't improve the range any further.
Right.
Even with spells like Keen Edge and that sort of thing. He had a belt called the Belt of Physical Might.
Yeah.
+2 strength enhancement bonus and +2 con. He had a ring of prot +2 and a bunch of potions of shield. The Necromancer ran away, so I'm going to delete his spellbook. I'm going to delete his wands. I'm going to delete his staff.
that was a good one.
I'm going to delete his belt.
Don't even read what it does.
But you did find his money.
Yay! Something.
There's some money and coins that he had. You also get his spell components and his magic ink.
Ooh, we need magic ink.
Like he ran,
Alright, we'll
he
keep that.
door in his room, grabbed his spell book and a couple of things, and then
GTFO.
then got out of there.
Oh wait, 48 copper pennies, boys.
Cindertoes, this was the halfling. Had a potion to cure serious wounds, a scroll of charm monster. He was a bard / rogue. Or no, a bard ninja is what he was. A scroll of comprehend languages, scroll of glitter dust, a wand of cure light wounds, topped up.
Oh, balls.
A masterwork bag of caltrops.
Oh my god, how many are in there?
The Laurels of the Yondan Princeling is a headband of alluring charisma +2. For halflings, this increases the halfling racial luck power by +1.
Ooh.
This should actually be worn by a noble or even minor royalty of the Yondan people.
Instead, it's worn by you.
Well, instead it was worn by this asshole, and now it might end up on Ludo's brow.
Did you say minor noble? I think I know a minor.
Hey.
The Yondan Spoon is a lesser metamagic rod of extend spell. Extend doubles the duration of spells.
Oh, okay.
There's some silk rope and a grappling hook, a wand of dispel magic, cast at level 6, 11 charges. Some spell components, and a leather wallet full of money. His +1 keen dagger small was called Jibber Jabber.
Jibber jabber.
There's a sheds green light in a 5-foot radius, no move action, no AOO. The 7th level monk had some potions, a bag of shurikens, the snake scale bracers, abrasions of armor +3, +2 profane bonus versus poison. Had a money belt with some money, an amulet of natural armor, and a wand of greater invisibility. I don't remember where that one came from, but it was there. So this covers Troggax, Spyder's gear, his tattoos, Dis's gear. We'd have to do the bark. The kitchen, Dr. Verm, we'll have to do that. His axes, Spyder's lockbox, Spyder's hoard, that is all covered. Cinders, didn't do Grupp. Dern's money pouch. Who's Dern?
The drunk guy.
Oh, the drunk.
Oh, the drunk guy. There's Troggax's armor. Is that on here?
I don't remember.
I don't think that one's on here.
I don't remember hearing that one.
He wasn't able to put on his heavy armor.
No, but you found his armor up in his
Yeah,
weapon.
absolutely.
Yeah. Okay, so his armor. Okay, we'll add it here. Is +1 mithril
Bard ninja.
breastplate.
That's
Large.
nice.
And it's built for a Phant.
Good thing we got a Phant.
Yeah, good thing we got a fan.
So that's Troggax's armor.
So that's pretty good. The
Fan's trunk.
Yeah, Troggax's armor and his money were in the trunk. Okay, let's start going through the rest of the stuff. So, Vark alchemy gear. We've got alchemical potion components. I'm going to combine that with Dr. Verm. You've got 4,000 gold pieces worth of alchemical components. These can be used to craft potions and other alchemical things. Magic ink. You've got about another 1,000 gold pieces worth of magic ink combined. Their gear, let's have a look at an alchemist. They were 5th level alchemists. Okay, the Bark Alchemist Cookbook. So I'll have to detail this.
Yeah, that makes sense.
2nd and 1st level alchemist spells in it. And then we've got Dr. Verm's alchemy journals, which are effectively his alchemy books. And Dr. Burnham was. We're gonna be cooking. These have 3rd level alchemy spells in them. Kitchen supplies. So we probably have enough for 3 masterwork alchemy labs. They're all +2. They don't stack, but you've got spares effectively, and then 3 alchemist kits, which allow you to make mutagens and your thing. So those are effectively spare from what you already have, I think.
Do you have a +2 lab?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure you do. Is it on Ludo sheet, your lab?
Maybe, I think we
Or
can
is it on the
double check. It probably says on the Malbella. Actually.
I've got alchemy lab. I don't know if you've got a +2 lab already, but if you don't, you have one. It might also say masterwork lab. Okay, Dr. Verm himself had items. You've got 18,450 gold pieces of refined Fey dust snuff.
18,000?
Yeah, you found the drug lord's drugs.
Damn.
Now, this is the shit that got you into the trouble in the first time. Like,
Sure, but there's that drugged out art dealer guy who has all the priceless art in his place, all the priceless paintings. What if we traded him all the drugs for the artwork and just
wash the money with art?
Yes.
Okay, you found 2 masterwork cold iron throwing axes. Those were topping up Jimmy's Fey killing axes. The little Vark had probably Ring of Protection +1. You found 2 of those. Then the weird Vark suits.
Nice.
The weird Vark suit. ×2. I don't know what you're doing with them, but
Probably investigating them. Maybe Ludo can wear one while he drives his tank around.
so the Vark suits have once per day they act as air bubble caster level 9. I will say 3 times per day. So they're kind of like magically ventilated.
Yeah. You could wear them underwater. You could wear them in.
They
like a
are
poison
-2 armor check penalty because they're kind of bulky.
Cool. Little alliteration on that.
The ventilated Vark suit, yeah. The suit.
Yes.
Voot.
you know the station, can't.
Ring of protection +1. Okay, we're not finished with Dr. Verm, however. Dr. Verm had a headband of intelligence +2 with the skill knowledge nature inside. Verm also had +2 studded leather small, and the resist balance +2. Alright, alchemist stuff. 10 alchemist fire.
Bless you, Matt.
10 vials of acid.
Salute.
5 Changle foot bag. 5 sun rods. 10 antitoxin. 5 smelling salts.
Hell yeah.
50 tinder twigs.
So like matches?
Those are
D&D
effectively
matches?
Those are effectively alchemical matches. Yep.
Oh yeah.
Okay. Oh, he had a bunch of potions too.
He is some sort of alchemist doctor.
Yep. Potion of cure moderate wounds. Cast level 3. Potion of false life. Cast level 5. One potion of dark vision. Cast level 5. One potion of lesser restoration. So 3. One potion of shield.
Shattered hand.
Just hit point. Hit points will restore his hand.
Yeah.
Potion of resist fire. Cast level 3. Okay, he had a bunch of potions on him.
Ooh.
All right, so that was Grupp's filthy bag of loot.
What was his scalpel?
140. Oh, right, the war scalpel.
What?
That sounds like a metal band.
This is
Prog rock.
small. I think it does 1 point of damage. 1d1 small.
Oh shit. This is a
D1. So a dagger is D4, D3.
This would be D3, D2. This is a D2 +1 keen war scalpel.
What?
Small. So it does D2 +1 and crits on 15 through 20 times 2. And we'll consider it a martial. We'll consider the equivalent to a dagger, so that's fine. Alright, I need to take a quick washroom break. You guys,
We get some good stuff here going, guys.
you can start dipping it.
We could try. I think it's on the notepad. That we have to scroll up. I mean, for sure, like the mithril chestplate should go to Zephyros. The one thing seemed like it was good for tech. Some kind of other, the like poison resist armor thing seemed like a tech kind of thing. The magic ink, I say let's just pour into the wizard slush fund and use
I agree.
spell.
I think that makes the most sense.
I think we should roll like the Fey Dust. I think is a role play scene. I think the professor's gonna want to trade it for paintings. What else do we got in here that would need handed out?
There's a belt of strength.
Oh
that'll give Zephyrus +2 in strength, and there's also a headband of vast intelligence. What's your modifier right now?
I've already got one of those. Mine's at +8. I think you and Farisay definitely need those. You're both int kind of people.
So if Zephyros got it, he could cast an extra 3rd level spell. So that would have been one more fireball.
I'd say I'd say give it to Zephyros. I have a +1 that I crafted myself,
Okay.
and I would like to craft it to +2.
Okay, so that would be very, very useful because it'll increase Zephyros' spellcasting ability, and with the strength belt, he'll be more powerful using the scythe.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're definitely. I think that makes sense. I think take the mithril chest plate too. You're the only one who can use it. What else we got in here? I was eyeing up that ring of mind shielding we already had. That was just floating around.
Yeah, that should definitely go to use.
Fucking Tech doesn't have magic weapons. Can we make his weapons magic in this downtime, or is there something in here he should pick
It'd be
up?
nice to. Are there any two-handed weapons in there?
I don't think so. Aside from like the war side.
Yeah, and that's definitely the right thing to put on.
Yeah. Plus with that epic
On
scene.
Zephyros,
Hold
yeah.
on, let me just.
I'm just trying to see what
Okay, so
what feats Zephyros has craft magic arms and armor.
Yeah, you could definitely add +1 to his twin blades.
Yeah, so definitely Zephyros can do it.
Shadow.
And we would probably also want to do it. Is the scythe considered magical? It is, right?
For sure. Yeah.
So it's definitely like +1 at least.
Yeah, and it's probably because it's also, is it keen? No, it's
I don't remember.
Unholy or something.
Yeah, it's unholy.
It's probably like a +2 or +3 equivalent.
It's +1
man.
necrotic scythe, large, negative energy.
Nice.
Yeah, so it's probably a +2 equivalent weapon.
So, Spyder's armor, shadow-studded leather. Who wears leather? Pharisee?
Plus what?
+2 shadow-studded leather. Manny, maybe, or Pharisee?
Yeah, Tech actually is wearing +2 studded leather right now, so the shadow would make him a little sneakier.
Yep.
He's not particularly sneaky as is, I don't think.
We don't have to type this stuff. We'll still copy
Actually,
it onto the sheets, right?
Is kind of sneaky.
Yeah, he is pretty sneaky. He's super dexterous.
That wouldn't be a terrible thing to put on him.
Yeah, I think that's probably good. It also gives him a bonus versus poison. Oh, wait, no, that's a tattoo. Spider's Fang, whose daggers? Ludo, you have your sword. I don't know if we want to. Is anybody looking to pick up keen daggers? I don't know if it matters too much.
I don't think Zephyros is going to do it. He's got enough weapons. We need to get those with them.
There's a large dagger too Zephyros would probably want in this. There's the boots of the elven kind, +5 competence to acrobatic checks. I don't know, Ludo, you're doing acrobatics and shit, right?
Yeah, mine's pretty crazy good, though.
It would make it easier for you to do really ridiculous showboat things in combat. +5 competence bonus to acrobatics.
Boots.
In theory, you could give those to Tech and further boost his jump.
Oh.
But I think probably we should go PC over.
Yeah. Gossamer Cloak of Displacement for Fey creatures. I don't know. Is Pharisee into that? It's Fey?
Yes.
Okay.
Pretty direct.
That sounds useful.
Here's some just loot. Dragonfly Ring, which is Featherfall and competence bonus to fly checks. The professor would be into that. He likes Featherfall, and he's going to learn Fly from Zephyros in downtime. If nobody has any objections.
No, I think that's good. I think Zephyros has got enough.
No objections.
Zephyros has ranks in fly, I think, so I think he's pretty good.
The Forsaken Crescent.
Yeah.
That's the scythe.
Yeah. Can you go back to the... Yeah, thank
Do you want me to copy paste this back into OneNote?
Yeah, that would be good.
Okay.
And then we can start moving this off of character sheets. We've gone through a good amount of it, so I don't know if we want to just... I don't want to create a bunch of conflicts, all of us trying to copy and paste out of this thing at the same time.
We should have one person do distribution.
Okay, maybe let's finish Marty explaining everything to
Yeah.
us.
Yeah.
Yeah, that sounds good.
I'll put down what I've got so far. The rest of it is pretty small, small fry stuff. So, gear and treasure. Okay.
Bag loot.
Yeah, I'll continue adding it here. Once that syncs with you guys, feel free to start moving it around and copying and pasting it.
Does somebody want to volunteer to do that?
My internet's a bit choppy given the stream. So I don't
I'm willing to move stuff. I'm actually running OneNote.
Okay. Can you run that stuff we already talked about through?
Yeah. Yeah, I'll start cutting and pasting now.
Okay, thank you. This filthy bag of loot.
Filthy bag of loot. 3 red caps, so it'd be 3 times master work sides. Small, because they're built for small creatures. And then 3 red caps.
Wouldn't it just be one masterwork side? The 2 red caps were just on.
Oh, that's right. That's right. Just one. I was thinking there are 3 red caps. Yeah. Street gear. So
Corner for flipping.
you probably take their daggers, leave their ruined armor behind, and they might have had $80 between the group of them. Dern's money pouch. We did Dern's filthy money pouch.
Yeah.
The bar till, I'm just going to add to. Various games of chance.
Oh, we know those are going straight
So
into
6.
Jerks Lounge or JD Lounge.
Actually, Ludo's already got +5 competence bonus to stealth checks on his feet.
Yeah, I don't want the backer boots.
Maybe Tech does get it. I don't really do acrobatics, so
I'll give it
I'm
to
a
Tech for
Phant.
now.
like I said.
Acrobatic fan.
No.
Freedom Circus.
Yeah.
Spell mahogany. Mahogany.
Ooh.
A masterwork roulette wheel.
Nice.
Times 4. 32, 64 minus what you drank, 60 bottles of Sloughborough.
The mithril breastplate might cause you some trouble as a wizard, Zephyros. I've put it on your armor slot. You'll need to figure out sort of if there's spell failure and armor check and things like that.
But is that going to be useful at all to me, considering that I cast mage armor and shield all the time?
At some point,
It's a little better than mage armor.
At some point in your mage's
It
levels,
depends.
heavy armor doesn't mess with you anymore.
It might not mess with you as a magus. I don't know if that applies to your wizard as well. It's
that's a good-
there.
Yeah, that's a good
If
Okay, we'll
if
check.
it's not
I'll
good,
check.
we can sell it or something. But yeah.
I'll check.
Okay.
Yeah, while you were gone, we started to divvy this up, and Matt is moving it about ever so kindly.
Okay, so let me nuke this sheet. Everything should be on the OneNote now.
Yeah, we still have a bunch of potions, alchemist fire, acid, tanglefoot bags, studded leather, tattoos, keen dagger, more gold stuff, more gold stuff, more gold stuff. Professor will take that ring. The large dagger, Zephyros probably wants to, I would think, replace his dagger with this abysmal steel one. He's the big guy.
The dragonfly ring, right? Yes.
There's also a ring of protection +2. I don't know where everybody's at this point with rings. Protection items.
I
Fantasy
have a.
has no rings.
Sephiroth has a ring of protection +2 already.
Okay.
Alright, so one down. I don't have a protection ring.
What's Ludo got?
I have a protection ring on my left and an alchemist bomb ring on my right. And
Fair say, do you have a protection ring?
I do not. Tech has a +1.
Do you
It'd
want
be
to
nice to get Tech to +2 because
You wanna-
he does sit in front quite a bit.
give him the +2, you take the +1?
I would be cool with that. Yeah.
Were there some wands in here? I'd be into taking, I guess, the wand. Does anybody else use wands? I guess anybody who can cast Cure Light would. I would be down to take the wand of greater invisibility. I spend pretty much all of combat invisible.
Yeah, I think that sounds fair.
Not too many charges. What was the one with 50 charges? Ooh, I'd be interested in Dispel Magic too.
Yeah, I'd say
Dispel Magic is terrible on a wand unless you have the thing you have.
Yeah, nice.
yeah.
Yeah.
It's only DCs that he affects, not caster level.
Oh.
Oh, okay, okay.
I don't know if there's another one that adds caster level, but it's
I don't think there is. If there is, definitely interested in figuring that out.
Okay, so the Bark Alchemist Cookbook's ready. It's got Blur, Delay Poison, Touch Injection, Spider Climb, Bomber's Eye, Endure Elements, Long Shot, Reduce Person, True Strike in it.
It's a bunch of new alchemist things, right? Dr. Burns will be the interesting one. These scrolls probably just get added to the Wizards slush fund scroll learning pool.
Right.
Who would want a bag of masterwork caltrops?
I mean, they could actually come in pretty handy.
Caltrops are the things you throw on the ground, like the 1,000
Yeah.
things you throw on the ground and people step on them. And
Are they technically a trap?
I don't know. They have their own rules. If you just want to search for caltrops, you should probably find them.
I'll take a look in a little bit.
Bunch of potions. Oh, the snake bracers. Bracers of armor +3. This was the one I was thinking for tech as well, but this is pretty good. Maybe a PC wants this. I'm not sure. It's armor. It sounds like a good armor.
It wouldn't stack with his armor.
Okay. Maybe Zephyros then, because this won't cause spell check failure, will it?
No.
I'm trying to figure out, what are you looking at?
What's Zephyrus have?
Snake scale bracers. They're
Oh, there we
bracers
go.
of armor +3, +2 profane bonus.
But they don't stack with mage armor.
No, they won't stack with mage armor.
Manny? Does he have good armor?
I think so.
He's got Lagoon Diver's mail, which is pretty good, really. Yeah.
I don't know. Does anybody make sense for anybody to have that?
What about tech?
Tech has better. It wouldn't help his AC, but it would help his like poison resistance. It would boost my AC by 1 when I don't have mage armor, which I don't think I use. Well, I often have mage armor.
And perhaps what about Ludo?
Yeah, how's your...
Ludo doesn't have magic armor.
What?
I think you should get it.
I mean, he's got armor, but not magic armor.
It's gotta be the right size, though, for Ludo.
Oh, it doesn't resize?
The armor in particular does, but we're talking about the bracers. The bracers would be fine, I think.
Oh, yeah, if you're talking about bracers.
Yes.
So Ludo wears Masterwork studded leather small.
It'd be the same, basically. He could...
Instead, you could shed your armor and have no max dex penalty to your armor, so your armor eventually slows you down. Like if you had right now your armor, if you get a cat's grace put on you, your armor class doesn't go up because your armor is like too rigid.
Mm.
If you just wore bracers, there's no max dex penalty.
I see.
Let's just put that on you.
Yep.
Okay.
And then you can move. I'll move both your suits of armor into like stowed at home kind of thing.
And
Yeah.
you probably can make potions or mutagens of cat's grace, I would think.
Oh, that's a good thought.
So,
Well, I mean, his mutagen could easily be a dex mutagen.
So you could easily be just chugging those. Amulet of natural armor. How's everybody?
Well, he doesn't have cat's grace as a second level spell until he learns it from Dr. Burm's book.
Yeah.
Great.
Amulet of natural armor. How's everybody doing with their natural armor?
I see +1s on Tech, Manny, and Zephyros.
Yeah, I've got a +1.
I'm gonna move the 2 alchemy books to Ludo's sheet.
Yep.
Let's give Zephyros the +2 natural armor, and give someone else say Ludo +1.
+1.
Yeah, let me move that over to Zephyros. Ludo's got acid resistance on his neck at the moment.
Never know.
Do you want acid resistance or +2 or +1 natural armor?
He knows barkskin. I don't know if he regularly prepares barkskin.
Oh,
but
that's a good point. Barkskin's very good.
barkskin's better than the amulet unless he gets caught unaware. Not sure what you value more. The acid resist 5 reduces acid damage by 5. Your an amulet of natural armor would increase your armor class by 1, but would not stack when you cast barkskin.
I threw back the ring.
I think you'll often have barkskin.
He actually
Barkskin
has
lasts
a
a
leather
while.
trench coat of natural armor +1,
Right.
so he doesn't.
Oh, does he?
He doesn't need the amulet. Yeah.
Oh, nice.
I threw back the ring of flump. Featherfall resist acid 5.
Okay.
I'm gonna take the one towards the ring of mind shielding. That was just hanging out in here from long ago. If everybody's cool with that.
I don't mind.
This is the one that protects your
thoughts from being read and shit like that. I think it also helps me with lying.
Did you grab that amulet of natural armor +1 of my sheet?
I did, yeah.
It's still there. Can I? Oh, it's gone. Okay.
Yep, I gave you a +2.
No, they were both there. That's why I was asking.
Ah, I see. Yeah.
But it's gone now.
I think
Detect thoughts, discern lies, and magical alignment detection. So my
That sounds like a
evil
professor.
alignment will be shielded.
Yes.
look, I cast a spell to detect evil on me. It doesn't work. See, no evil. See no evil, no evil.
Yeah.
The headband of in +2. That's got it on Zephyrus, right?
Yeah.
Well, or Pharisee, I don't know. Both of you are incasters, I think.
Yeah, we discussed this earlier.
Oh, okay.
Pharisee has a +1 that he wants to craft a +2.
Okay.
Yeah.
How much is it to bump that +2 to a +4?
I think 4,000 gold pieces. I think. I'm checking.
Remember,
I
in,
think
in Marty Land,
It's fairly expensive.
your stat boosting items, because you already started off at really high stats, are twice the price and cost.
So sort of like
Oh, it's 8,000. Sorry.
Yeah.
8,000, not 4,000.
One
I have it on
million.
my sheet. I was just going on memory.
Nice. I see you've looked at that one before.
Where is that? Did I already put that on someone's sheet?
Which
What?
one?
The headband.
I
headband.
don't see
I
it.
think that one might not have been copied over into the pile yet.
Or no, it's 2 identified.
It's there. It's under 2
Headband
identified.
Of intelligence +2, knowledge nation. I think it's down low.
Am I putting these little daggers and things on Ludo? Does Ludo want the +1 keen dagger small, or would he just stick with his sword?
He'd probably just still stick with his sword.
What about the war scythe?
I wonder.
Not the war scythe, sorry,
the-
the war scalpel, sorry.
Oh.
If you don't want it, I would take it.
That sounds
I've already got
better.
the shaving.
I mean, I'll probably never use it, but or very rarely.
You
but
never
it's
know.
such a
So
meaningful
daggers
thing.
and small weapons are good. If you ever get swallowed by a creature, you can cut your way out of their belly. Yeah.
Ooh, we have a cloak of resistance +2. Frontline guys, how's your cloaks of resistance?
I have a +2.
Let's see. Tech has
that cloak of fire resistance, right?
Yeah, he has a vest
Yeah.
of resistance. Yeah, I think he has a +1 vest of resistance and that cool fire cloak, which seemed cool.
It worked.
It's neat, and we can update the.
Manny has a vest +1. Ludo, you have a cloak?
I
think Ludo has his cloak of
Ah,
feather falling.
Yes.
Did you find the headband
Peacock
of
cloak.
intelligence?
+1.
I did, yes.
Okay.
All right, I'm moving it over to you.
Barris, say you have Life Ward cloak. Wait, no, that's a slotless. You have Gossamer cloak. Oh yeah,
Yes.
you took the Fey one.
Yeah.
I have a vest of resistance +1 and no cloak. I guess I'd trade a vest in for the +2 cloak if nobody's taking it. I mean,
Did you also move that belt of magic might, of physical might, onto Zephyrus' character?
Yep, I can do that.
unless we think somebody else works better with this cloak. I try to never take damage directly, so it maybe doesn't make the most sense for the professor to get it.
Oh,
But
for
you-
resistance though.
Yeah,
You might not
Hey.
always be able to avoid it.
yeah, true, for sure. But I have a +1 resistance chest piece right now.
Yeah, throw that back in.
Dagger of Venom. It's a regular sized dagger. It's the spider's weapon.
Is that the dagger that you were saying Zephyros should take, Luke?
Nah,
No,
that was
there's a
the
big one.
+1
Oh, okay.
Abyssal Steel.
Oh, that's right.
This one's a
Which is on your
medium-sized
character
weapon,
sheet.
so I don't know if this is a Manny or a Tech or a Professor weapon.
Huh.
I've got the Malavella shaving razor +1 razor.
Okay.
Could be a tech. Could be a Manny. Manny hasn't gotten too much yet, and he does a crap load of damage.
Yep.
I don't think. Yeah, War God. I don't think he's really into poisoning people. So this seems to be more of a Tech weapon.
Yeah, I'll go ahead and move it to tech.
Okay.
Resistance items boost saving throws, right?
Yes.
Got it.
Oh, who did Ludo get the luck thing that went around his head?
Oh,
Yeah.
where? Oh, okay.
Not the
The laurels of the Yondan Princeling.
yeah.
So the increasing Halfling's luck racial power by +1. So Halfling luck increases your saves. So see where it says racial? Under your saving throws, I'm going to change all those to 2.
Okay.
And basically all of your saves went up by 1.
Wonderful.
Diamond spoon. Oh, this is a good one. Rod of Extend.
That's you, my friend.
Yeah, that would be good for illusions, or I don't know. Fair say your lingering things would. I mean, it would,
There are some bard buffs that would be useful extended.
You're gonna get fly, so you're gonna fly for a double duration.
that's a good one.
Like extended Good Hope would be, I think, probably very nice when that comes around.
I know I picked up a good amount of stuff, and I was gonna take this great wand of greater invisibility and some other wand stuff. So I mean, I'm definitely
that seems reasonable.
I'm definitely into this rod, but if anybody else, I mean, multiple people here can benefit from it.
So one thing about wands is that alchemists can also use wands, just as a. If it's an alchemist spell, they can technically use the wand.
Mm.
So I don't know if greater invis is.
That might be really nice for
That's,
for
yeah, is that an alchemist?
Yeah,
That's gotta be.
I'm checking. Greater invis is an alchemist spell, so
Nice.
this is the invisibility like the one that you've got. It's a standard to activate, but it lasts for rounds per level and doesn't. Remember when Verm wasn't going away? Like his invisibility wasn't going away.
Yeah, that makes sense for Ludo. Go invisible and then sneak attack every turn.
Sweet. Good God.
I guess that makes the. I guess I'm more interested in the rod of extend. Then again, though, I'd have to have both hands full for a lot of my casting then. Because I'd have Bacone's wand in the one hand to cast silently while I'm visible, and I'd need a hand free. So I don't know if the rod, it really helps me that much. But
Let me take it and see if I can make some good use of it.
sounds good.
Where you're gonna find the most use out of it is round per level spells doubling those.
Yeah.
Your minutes per level,
Yes.
okay, yeah, it might last two fights now, but those
It'd be ideal on whoever is casting haste.
that's kind
Which would be Zephyros.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess Zephyros can just hold it in his trunk too.
That is true.
Let's give you a spoon, Zephyros.
You can just hold a Yondan spoon in your trunk.
That is true. Because I can hold it in my trunk and still use my two-handed weapon.
Yeah.
All he needs to be is blue, and he's the tick. Spoon!
funny.
So ironically enough, it'll also help with Flaming Sphere, which is around rounds per little spell.
Yeah, that's a really good point. And you throw Flaming Sphere around all the time.
Yeah, you'd have a super long flaming sphere.
That's a huge one for you. That makes a lot of sense.
It would last for 12 rounds.
Can you have more than one of those going?
Yep.
You can. Oh.
Because double your level is 12, right?
Yep. Oh, at the moment it's 10, but
Oh no, it is. You guys earned enough XP over the last 3 games to finish off your level. You guys are level 6.
Amulet of Natural Armor +1.
In both your classes.
Fuck yeah.
Can we slap that on Pixel?
Oh.
Sure. Amulets and rings? Sure.
Yeah, those can size down essentially.
Mm-hmm.